Yes. We got another Tuesday. We in the building today.
Yeah.
Yes, we got another epic, amazing show. And QBU, stand up, Queensbridge, stand up. We got the queens from Queensbridge. We got Chicken QB, and we got Lady Smiles in the building.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for that.
Lovely
I've been
queens.
dying for that.
Lovely ladies.
Yes, it's ladies' night.
Ooh.
You kind of lucky over here.
Yeah.
You being around all these sexy women.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Pre-hump day was going on out there.
Yes, pre-hump day. Hump day eve.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But first, before we get to the nice interviews with these beautiful ladies, we're going to get into hot topics.
Okay. Well, let's just get right into it. R. Kelly, IP on you.
Oh, my God. Mr. IP on you.
Yeah, he's back at it again, allegedly. You know what I mean?
I think it's true. I think it's true because he's been having scandal around women since the 90s, since the first one, since Aaliyah got bless her soul.
Yeah.
Another beautiful queen in the music industry. And it was always something with him with women. And then him pissing on the young lady.
Yeah. Did you see the tape?
Hell yeah, I saw the tape. I was
seen
back
it
in
too.
college. Shout out to Morgan State University.
Oh, you went to Morgan State?
Yeah, I did.
HSBCU
Yes,
in the house.
historically black college. I'm well educated when I act a little, you know.
You went to sorority and all that?
Nah,
I'm
not.
Okay.
I don't believe in all of that. But
All right.
yeah, so I mean, I think it's true. You know, then you have women making videos talking about how they are into it, but they want to be in it, and then you have some people denying it. So I kind of think it's true.
To me personally, we know the history of this man.
Yeah.
So if you know that he had a tape out, even though he said it wasn't him and he got exonerated from all the charges,
Yeah, but at the same
you still seen the proof.
Yeah, and
then
it was not just the proof; it was the interview.
Yeah.
I forgot who he interviewed, but he did an interview with on BET.
Tavis Smiley, I think.
Yes, there you go.
The light-skinned brother.
Yes, with
I don't
the
know if
curly hair.
I don't think it's Tavis Smiley, but I know it's a light-skinned brother.
Yeah.
Because Tavis Smiley, I believe he's on Channel 13.
It was
One of y'all
another
black
brother.
motherfuckers out
and it was
there.
like every question
No
he was
disrespect.
trying to ask R. Kelly, I can't.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
And
Okay, my
he did
lawyer said I
R.
couldn't.
Kelly also did a interview with this white lady for one of these other syndications. I can't remember, it's slipping my mind, but he got up and walked out of the interview when she asked him about that incident. He was like, I'm not going to entertain this and that, and he walked out of the interview. But we seen the tape, even though he said it was supposed to be his brother or something like that.
It wasn't him.
But even if somebody in the family is foul and y'all ladies still around him and he's still allowed to tour and make music and things like that, and I just don't get it, you know what I mean? And now y'all coming out. Now he took it like a step further, allegedly. He got a cult. He's dictating how they dress, who they could talk to, how they perform sex acts, and all type of shit now is what's going on in this media world.
Well, I kind of think that you can't just totally blame R. Kelly.
I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the females.
No, I'm talking about people because they passing so much judgment. My thing is, I'm pretty sure he's not caveman-ing it and beating these women over the head with a club and dragging them into a situation like that. No, I'm pretty sure they're fully willing to do whatever it takes. He's R. Kelly.
Yeah, they still allured by the fame
and the money.
The money, the music, and the whole whatever it is.
And now they be able to have status. Even if it's for 15 minutes, they still have an opportunity to be in the limelight and tell a story, whether it's ratchet or pure or whatever.
My thing is, what's the difference between R. Kelly and Bill Cosby? Because Bill Cosby, after that, even though he's at the latter stage of his career, it's still like diminished what he built up, and still R. Kelly is still out here allowed to do him.
Okay, well, for me, between Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, Bill Cosby signified real manhood, not just manhood, but fatherhood, black families. And then Bill Cosby came into the game where the crack epidemic took place and destroyed the black families. And there wasn't no black male figures in the house. And no mothers as well. But we're talking about the black figures, the male dominant figures, our generation, we growing up on Bill Cosby, and even if you didn't have a father in your home, you live vicariously, through Bill Cosby. You learn fatherhood lessons watching his show once a week.
He had me believe that I could be what I want to be.
Exactly.
Go to college. But it fucked me up when I realized Hillman wasn't a real college because I wanted to go to Hillman and I'm like, that's not a real college.
And
like,
I feel like a lot of our generations are good parents. A lot of male figures stepped up to be fathers because of the image Bill Cosby portrayed.
It's a positive thing. And it came on every Thursday, prime time. And they had a spin-off called Different World where you actually seen Denise go to college and all of that.
And you wanted to go to college because honestly, we just talked about me going to Morgan State. I wouldn't never even thought I had the possibility to go to Morgan State had it not been for watching Different World.
Exactly.
And watching their lessons and learning and being inspired to think that I can go, that I can be that person.
Now, I'm saying that to say this. See how he was positive with his shit and they diminishing him and then he can't do nothing, do anything. Everybody, but R. Kelly, he's putting out music, but he's not putting out positive music. You know what I mean? He put out that I Wish song. He has a couple of joints, but majority of his music, he's talking about sexing and all of that. That's what he basically built his career off of.
I think
and we still let him rock after we seen him piss on the girl.
No, absolutely.
Even before pissing on the girl, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Even before pissing on the girl, we knew he had married Aaliyah and they doctored the wedding license and say that she was older than what she was. So even before he pissed on the girl, he was still wrong by fucking with Aaliyah. If you marry her, that means he was popping that off.
Yeah, but not only
and he still didn't go to jail for that.
I think it's a bigger picture of just breaking down the black man, period. You know, and they doing it publicly. And they picking the fathers, the lovers. Because even though he wasn't the father figure, he still was the lover. He sung about step in the name of love, us loving each other.
So you're saying they putting a target on him? They targeting him? That's what you're saying?
Well, I mean, as far as R. Kelly goes, yes and no. You know, they probably blowing it out of proportion to carry that and to diminish that part of it. But I think a lot of it had to do with him. I mean, I could sit here and argue with anybody about Bill Cosby and, you know, the whole propaganda and the whole infiltrating of his life. But R. Kelly, I feel like that was naturally in him. I feel like, and then not just in him, the women too, they should be held accountable for this as well. They're not victims.
After hearing from Aaliyah and hearing about peeing on her, nah, nigga, you good. I'll buy your CD, but I'm not.
Because even with Aaliyah, it wasn't a situation where she wasn't in love with somebody or she didn't have that relationship with him.
We got
we got a caller. Oh shit.
Caller, you on the air. Loud.
Yes. Hello. Yeah. Where the caller at?
They not saying anything.
Can you hear me, caller?
Caller?
Where are you?
We appreciate you for calling in.
Yes, you got me real hype right now.
Also, while we waiting for the caller in, I want to send a rest in peace shout out to Trouble T. Roy from Heavy D and the Boys, the dancer. Yes. He passed away July 17th.
Wow.
Tragedy. It's the anniversary of his death date this past, so I want to shout out to him, rest in peace to him, condolences to his family and everything.
Yes.
You know, let's segue into another fallen soldier because this is still, we've been talking about this for a couple of shows now, but it's still going on. The Prodigy situation.
Yes.
I seen an interview with DJ Vlad with Havoc, finally sat down and talked. He talked about their legacy, how they started out, and he basically chimed in on the recent events about the mural. And he basically echoed what we was talking about last show and the show before, like how petty was that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? How, like, they not happy in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like, and even you said it last week, like you have to take time out your day.
Yeah.
You have to buy the paint. You have to organize it. You have to get up from where you originally at to go somewhere to defame something.
Exactly.
That takes a lot of energy and a lot of hate to do something like that. And even if somebody like I was saying, I think I told you it might have been the goons or somebody, but even if so, like, are you that much of a follower to not realize what's really going on here?
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying he had anything to do with it, but I also seen the interview this week with Mike DeLorean.
Okay. Shout out to Mike DeLorean.
It was audio. You didn't get to see him physically, but the guy who interviewed him had him on the phone, and it was audio. It was him. And he was saying basically what Prodigy was saying in that book and whatever the families that live there, whatever, he basically can't have a mural there in Queensbridge because from that side, I feel like he violated them. So there's no way that that could be there. You
But
know what I mean?
I can understand you feel some type of way, but at the end of the day, that was his truth.
Yeah.
Who are you to say I'm wrong? Or why would you say I'm wrong when you witnessed the wrong? You know, it's like, you know, the blind leading the blind. Things happen. You mean to, okay, if I slap you in the face just because I'm your man, I could be slapping you, a homeless person who's defenseless.
Yeah.
I mean, if you condone sucker shit, you a sucker too.
Yeah. But, like, I'm going to just take this position. I'm going to respect everybody's side. Everybody has a right to feel what they feel. I can't tell somebody how to be who they are. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm going to say what I said last show. It's just, I'm speaking from a hip-hop fan, a hip-hop person, and the legacy of what he did. Let that rock. Just, whatever.
I mean, but
you know what I mean?
no matter what the mural, what happened with the mural and everything, that will never be erased.
Yeah.
Everybody, even now, I think going stronger, everybody freestyling and doing bars to Prodigy music and beats and stuff like that now. Everybody's doing the dedication. Everybody's on a radio show, whether it's mainstream or underground, and talking about this issue. We've been talking about this issue for the past month now. And I mean, it's kind of amazing in a weird way to see how all these things unfold. And as long as we're talking about him, whether good or bad, ugly and different, his memory is going to always stay alive.
And the thing is, I don't want to just focus on that mural because there's other murals that everybody else put up and other people put up.
One.
So
Rado Beats posted one, I do believe, of another mural, and I thought that was kind of hot.
Yeah, so the fans out there, they not letting this stop them, stagnate them. You know what I mean? Let's just focus on the positive. You know what I mean? I salute to everybody. I respect everybody's opinion, if you're right or you're wrong. It is what it is. Your feeling is your feelings. Like, I just wish everybody could be on the same page and think positive. You know what I mean?
Yes, and that's what we need as a people. We need more positivity. I mean, we need to lift each other up more. And I feel like the only time where when we feel like it's competition, when we can all eat, it's enough for all of us to eat, it's enough for all of us to shine. And sometimes you gotta play your position. You may not have the lead role in a situation, but sometimes even the smallest part could change the magnitude of the outcome. And I think we fall short of realizing the bigger picture and trying to move forward. I feel like we stagnate. And a lot of the things we do, who we are as a people, things that we're trying to accomplish, whether it's personally or in our communities, with that hate. And it's not just hate towards other people. You have to have some kind of self-hatred within yourself to look at the man that can resemble you and supposed to be your brother and already tear him down before he speaks a word.
Exactly. Now, let's keep on this with everybody shining. I sat back and I realized what's going on in hip hop also. There's a lot of documentaries coming out now. Like,
right?
We got the Defiant ones, we got the Can't Stop, Won't Stop with Puff Daddy, we had the Tupac movie, and everybody that's dropping the documentaries right now is like they have a similar thread that goes through all of the stories. I'm like, is this a coincidence or did they plan this to happen? Because how you drop back to back, like everybody's like telling their side of their story at the same time. I'm like, was this cooperated? Did I use the right word, cooperated? Is my SAT coming up?
Well, I kind of think that, I mean, once one starts, and even if you had a position within that, like for example, the Straight Outta Compton, and then what's her name?
Michelle.
Michelle. She had the opportunity to voice her opinion into because she was there, and then it's everything that falls into line with it. Even with Puffy and Jay-Z, they all did business together.
Yeah.
They all have a long, even though they're separate entities, but they all collaborated in one form of fashion or another. And if you sitting out here getting one side of this, well, this is what my side and this is my perspective.
See what I'm saying? Like, this is not they didn't slap these documentaries together. These was well thought out, well production and everything. Like, the Defiant ones was amazing. Shout out to the Hugh brother, whatever Hugh brother put that together. It was amazing. I haven't got a chance to see the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I seen clips and bits of it. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like, oh, you did yours, now I'm gonna do mine and hurry up, and like it wasn't like no interview. Like,
you know what I think too? Maybe with all the things, the stories that they feel like they going wrong. Cause let's keep it real, All Eyes on Me got bad reviews.
Exactly, but then you have the Dre story drop right around the same time All Eyes on Me drop out. Then you had the Puff Daddy Can't Stop. Like all of they, you know what I mean? Like, what are the odds of everybody movie or documentary, however you want to put it, come out at the same time? Like, my mind, I don't think I should smoke weed anymore because I'm like, this is like some conspiracy shit.
That.
Like,
that's a curse. Don't say that.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, was this a part of the plan? Like, we gonna start this big West Coast, East Coast beef, and then we gonna milk this, and then we gonna bring it back, and then suck in the younger generation, and then because while you watching these documentaries, you got to go back and listen to the music again. Yes. The music gonna start popping. They going, you know what I mean? Like, was this a big record executive decision? Like, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna drop a meme. I'm not saying that the casualties that happened, they planned that. I'm not saying that happened, but did they plan the beef and then we gonna come back and this is how we gonna eat? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because people really plan like that. They have 10-year plans, 20-year plans.
And that's the difference between playing chess and checkers. You always 10 steps ahead of the game.
Just feel like a chess move. I swear, yo.
And I kind of dig what you're saying, but shout out to all the documentaries. And then not only that, I kind of feel like they're in their right to produce their own documentaries. I would rather produce my own documentary because you're getting the full-fledged truth from the horse's mouth as opposed to somebody's perspective all at the same outside.
Time. It ain't like a year later you get the response. It's like all at the same time.
I mean, but let's keep it real. It doesn't really take that long. And Can't Stop, Won't Stop is a whole bunch of old clips and then, you know, revisited with some new narratives. And, you know, it's still all the same thing. And I feel like Can't Stop, Won't Stop is more of an inspiration to help the younger generation get on their grind and stop being a slave to somebody else's dream. You want to be out here doing something, go hard, go big. You should, like, there was another thing, it was outside of Puff, and he was like, all right, even if you have a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, you still have 24 hours in a day. Now, granted, travel time, and then even if you want to take a break for like an hour or two or whatever, but you still have 5 to 8 hours to do something that's catering towards your dream, catering towards what you want in success in life. And I feel like that's major, and it kind of inspired me. I feel like I thought I was doing so much. Like, I'm losing sleep with my dreams, with the radio show, with my future plans, and I feel like I'm stuck. Like, dag, I should really, all those times when I'm sitting here laying down and thinking I'm just chilling and relaxing to get my mind right. No, that's the time I really need to really be on my phones, making them phone calls, making them texts, making them emails, contacting people, trying to book something. And I feel like we need to go harder. I feel like as a people, we all need to go harder.
What I got out of the Defiant ones is basically you got to keep going. Like, when you think you at your lowest, the blessing is right around the corner. Because every time Dre thought he was not down and he reached out and he talked to somebody and boom, he got an artist. He got Eminem. Like, every time, like, he didn't stop. Like, and it's also the circle of people you surround yourself with.
Yes, that's very important.
Because the calls he made, he didn't make calls to like a hood nigga, like, oh, well, fuck it, and he just went back to the block. He talked to people he made relationships with, so those are valuable too. Like, he talked to Jimmy Iovine, people was trying to hit him up about sneaker deals and clothing deals. He's like, that's not my niche. Like, I wear the same shit every day. That just resonate with me. And somehow Jimmy Iovine was walking past his house on the beach. He called him up. They had like a 10, 15-minute conversation. Out of that conversation, they realized that he should do headphones. And then he was like, Beats. Yeah, Beats by Dre. That simple. 10, 15 minutes. Boom. Now he a billionaire for headphones.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. Stay in your lane. Like, I could be doing a lot of million things, and I had other businesses. Yes, it had some successes, but right now I feel like I'm in my zone. Like, this is where it don't feel no right. Everything else I ever did, it never felt this right. And I'm just, you know, stay in your lane. Like, stay in your lane. So, we're going to wrap the Hot Topics up.
Yeah, we're going to stay in our lane because we got the QB Finest coming up in here.
And we're going to play some music from them.
Yeah.
And we're going to vibe off a little bit. Exactly. And we're going to come right back with the interview. Y'all stay tuned.
Yo, ladies, don't let R. Kelly pee on you no more. That's not a good look, man.
Peeing is not that bad, though.
Then don't complain about it. Don't complain about it.
You sit in the toilet, especially after he finished busting your ass, and just let him sprinkle you. Little golden shower never hurt nobody. I'm just saying. Just open up your mind. That's how you elevate. You know what I'm saying? Just elevate your mind. And it's good for the skin. You know what I'm saying? It's better than vitamin E, I heard.
Drip, drip,
what
drip.
You think?
I think I don't want nobody to pee on me. No,
I don't know.
I mean, I know I don't want nobody to pee on me.
It ain't for everybody.
Definitely ain't for me, but you know, who knows what's gonna happen tonight? QBs, Queens coming through. I might let them.
If they like to be peed on. You think they get offended?
I mean, you Cha. Why would they get offended?
Right, you know what I mean? You never know what happens.
Ain't like you say you want R. Kelly to pee on them. They might get offended by that shit.
I pass. But we up off this. Shout out to Jigs for Hot Topics, another amazing fucking Hot Topics.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to all the DSN
week.
family. Thank you,
Tuesday.
DSN, DWI. Yo, tune in. Download the app at your favorite app store, DSN BX.
Yes, we up off this. Let's get back to QBU.